Welcome to the spoken tutorial on Introduction to Flask templates. In this tutorial, we will learn to use templates in Flask, use variables inside templates, gain insight about the view part of MVC. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system, Python 3.5.2, Atom Text Editor 1.22.1 and Firefox web browser. However, you may use any other editor or browser of your choice. To follow this tutorial, you should have working knowledge of Linux commands, Python programming language, and HTML syntax. If not, then please go through the corresponding tutorials on this website. Let us begin with the concept of MVC architecture. MVC paradigm separates a web app into three interlinked components: model, view, and controller. Model is used to represent the application data. We will talk more about it once we introduce database related things. View is the presentation layer of MVC. The appearance of the app is taken care of by the view component. Controller is responsible for directing the execution flow of the app. Once the requests are sent to the server, the controller code processes the request and sends back the response. The templates are part of the view part of MVC. Loosely speaking, templates are HTML pages that can be inherited. We need a template engine for handling templates. So far, we have simply returned HTML code from the view functions. By using templates, one can return an HTML file from the view functions. One HTML file can inherit HTML code from another file with the help of templates. For example, a typical website has some logo, header, etc. common in all pages. So one can write a base HTML file template, and other pages can inherit the same base HTML file template. Let us open the terminal by pressing Ctrl, Alt and T keys simultaneously on the keyboard. Now go to the folder project_flask which we created earlier using cd command and activate our virtual env. Type /flask_venv/bin/activate and press enter. Here onwards, please remember to press the enter key after typing each command. Let's open the hello_flask.py file which we created earlier in this series in any text editor. Observe that the my_form function returns raw HTML. Now we will demonstrate how we can avoid returning raw HTML code. For that, we have to create our HTML template files in a separate folder called templates. Switch to the terminal and let's create a folder named templates. Type mkdir space templates. Let us write a simple HTML code to print the first name in a new file sample_template.html. Type the code as shown here and save the file. Now let us render this HTML file via Python Flask app. For this demonstration, let us define a new route in our hello_flask file. Switch to the file hello_flask.py in the text editor. In the hello_flask.py file, before the last if condition, type the code as shown here. Inside this route, we have used the function render_template provided by Flask. This function is used to render an HTML template file. Here we pass sample_template.html as an argument to the render_template function. So Flask will look for the file sample_template.html inside the templates folder. In the first line, we will import the method render_template and then save the file. Now switch to the terminal and type export space flask_app equal to hello_flask.py. Now run the server. Then open a web browser and in the address bar type http://127.0.0.1:5000/template and press enter. We got the output of the HTML page. So we have rendered the HTML code without hard coding it inside the Python file. Now switch to the hello_flask.py file. We can pass the variables as a parameter to the render template method. Let us see how we can do this. Update the template_ex method as shown here. I have declared a variable called fname here and assigned the value tutorial to it. Then I have passed this variable fname to the render template method. Now the value of the variable fname can be accessed via the variable firstName in the HTML file. Let's save the file and switch to sample_template.html file. Here we have explicitly mentioned spoken as firstName. We will use Jinja to interact the HTML file with the Python file. Jinja is a powerful templating language. It allows generating HTML on the fly based on the request. It supports control structures such as if statements and for loops. Most importantly, it enables inheritance of HTML code. Switch to sample_template.html file. To access a variable in Jinja, we have to write it within double curly braces. So replace the word spoken with within double curly braces firstName. Save the file and switch to the terminal. Stop the running server and start the server once again. Then switch to the browser and refresh the page. Observe that we get tutorial. That means we have successfully passed the variable from Python to HTML. Once again, switch to the hello_flask.py file and update the form route as shown. Save this file. Now we have to create two HTML files, form1.html and form2.html. Switch to the terminal and stop the server. Now open form1.html and form2.html in a text editor. In form1.html, add the following piece of code. This code will simply display the first name and last name. Save the file. In form2.html, add the following piece of code. This code will display a form to receive first name and last name. Save the file. Switch to the terminal and run the server again. Then switch to the browser. In the address bar, replace template with form and press enter. Enter the first name as spoken and last name as tutorial. Then click on the submit button. We got the output as desired. Switch back to the terminal. Let's stop the server and deactivate the virtual environment. This brings us to an end of this tutorial. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we learned about templating in Flask to write clean code, using variables in the Jinja 2 templating language, the view part of MVC. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops and gives certificates. For more details, please write to us. Please post your timed queries in this forum. Spoken Tutorial project is funded by MHRD Government of India. This is Siddhartha Sarkar signing off. Thanks for watching.